Okay, so this is underneath the hood of my 82 Firebird. A lot of my upgrades, motor-wise, I did for this engine because the 82 is the first year of the new model, of the Firebird. And if you have an 82 with a 305, you know that it came with a very meager amount of horsepower, approximately 150 horsepower. And well, the car looks nice, but you're gonna know that you're gonna want to beef it up a bit. So the project of my build with this motor is budget and do as much as you can by yourself, and spend as little money. The first thing I did was that I picked up online one of those 50,000 volt high performance distributors, red. I then went along with the Excel wires, and those are actually yellow, but because I went with a red theme, I picked up a high temperature spark plug coat for them and slipped them all in red to help protect against the headers. Now with the headers, if you're going to buy headers for your Firebird, I suggest you go with a expensive kind, because the Flowtech headers that I bought are garbage. They have fitting issues. Can't really see, but down here my headers are now rubbing against the frame. I can fix that a couple ways. I can take the headers out, maybe carbide burr the frame a bit, or hammer it back with an air hammer. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but definitely go with the expensive brand. Also, I picked up the locking nuts so that it came the wire lock header bolts here, because you don't want them backing out on you and then having exhaust leaks. The valve covers I painted. If you're gonna buy the 305 with the Rochester carb, rebuild the carb. I had this one rebuilt. I rebuilt the top end. By that I mean I took off the heads. I pretty much rebuilt them. I poured and polished them. I bought a poured and polished kit from Eastwood.com, I believe it's called, and I poured and polished myself. So they poured and polished heads. I poured and polished the intake. I put new springs and keepers and cleaned up the valves and put it all back together. I poured and polished the intake and then painted it all black, so it looks nice. I think so anyways. And with your Rochester, if you need any questions or anything like that with a tuning, because I think you should have yours rebuilt if you end up buying one, just rebuild it right away, save yourself the headache, because you don't know how many kilometers are on it, and you run into problems later for sure. I can almost guarantee it, like I did. So I had it rebuilt, and with the tuning and stuff like that, I can help you out with that later. Also, there's a lot of YouTube videos online that come with that. So anyways, after putting the headers and the poured and polished heads and the ignition system upgrades, I also did an AC delete. Now if you look back here, this ugly little corner, you're going to see I ripped this and I did a big hack job. All this is ripped out. You can buy a cover or AC delete cover online for about 150 bucks. It's a waste of money. You have your bolts here. I'm going to fabricate something with some fiberglass, and I'm going to get that all fixed up. I'm going to repaint under here because you got, over the past 30 years, we're accumulating rust and dirt. But another thing with the 82 is that it came with a crappy transmission. I was hoping I had the 700 R4, not that that's any better, but I had something called a C200 transmission, which is terrible. After I did all my motor upgrades and I, started testing tuning it and stomped on the gas, well, I heard nothing but grinding in my transmission. So it can't really handle the horsepower that this thing now puts out. Well, I'm not too sure how much it puts out, but it's a lot more than 150 now, because I definitely noticed a difference. So that is my video that concludes now. I can show you a lot of the stuff later in a different video, what I've done to the interior, but that'll be a different time, so stay tuned.